Hello and welcome to LMU Community TV News. We hope you're having a great week. I'm Ashley Collingsworth. Thank you for joining us. With the November election drawing near and a seat remaining open in the Supreme Court, LMU Community TV wanted to sit down with Justice Gary Wade, Dean of the Duncan School of Law, to get his opinion on whether President Obama should name someone to the seat or if we should wait until the election.
President Obama has already nominated Merrick Garland, who is the Chief Judge of the D.C. Circuit, the District of Columbia Circuit, perhaps the second most powerful court. And of course he has eminent qualifications. He was valedictorian of his high school class. He graduated first in his class at Harvard. He was editor-in-chief of the Law Review and has received accolades from Republicans and Democrats alike. Some people may be aware that he headed up the prosecution team for the Unabomber and for the Olympic bombings and also the bombings in Oklahoma City. So he's been on the side of the prosecution. Some describe him as a centrist, someone who is in the middle. So it was an excellent opportunity for the Democrats and the Republicans in the Senate to compromise their views and select someone from the middle rather than someone from the right or the left.
Be sure to tune in Monday when we will have part 2 of our interview with Justice Wade. LMU Community TV News reporter Adam Crawford had the opportunity to interview Duncan School of Law students. Here is what the students had to say when asked how they felt about the Hillary Clinton email scandal.
I'm Adam Crawford with LMU Community TV News here in Knoxville on the campus of Lincoln Memorial University's Duncan School of Law to see what these future lawyers have to say about Hillary Clinton's ongoing email scandal and whether or not the FBI was right in their decision to not indict the Democratic presidential nominee.
What probably happened was that we have a government official here who's probably not conducted herself maybe at an optimal level, and maybe there's been some, and I know the FBI Director Comey, he said, used the words negligence. And I think that in that scenario, an indictment would not be inappropriate. It wouldn't serve a purpose really to indict her for that conduct.
I believe that Hillary Clinton's position of power is the reason that the FBI was pressured to indict her. I believe that the sole reason that Hillary Clinton was not indicted is because there was not enough evidence to indict her, despite absurd amounts of taxpayer money and time spent by Republicans trying to persecute her.
Before you jump to conclusions, before you read the 140 character count headline, before you share something on Facebook, understand what is going on, understand the law, understand how grand juries work, understand how federal investigations work, understand how the justice system works on a small level, on a little level, before you jump to conclusions, before you think, oh, this isn't fair, oh, this isn't fair, this person skewed this post just to push their agenda, this person posted this here just to enrage other people or just to bring up the fact that there's an injustice going on. There possibly could be an injustice going on, but before you jump to instantly say that there is an injustice going on, understand the law.
J. Frank White Academy Principal Jared Boster has announced the college preparatory school will expand the curricular offerings to include 4th grade beginning this fall. Founded in 1989, the Academy is a college preparatory school located on the campus of Lincoln Memorial University. Accredited by Advanced Ed, the Academy serves average and above average ability students in grades 4 through 12 who desire a college preparatory education. With a total enrollment under just 200, J. Frank White students enjoy small class sizes, a dedicated and caring faculty, and access to LMU's library, arena, science labs, dining hall, and other facilities. Since its founding in 1989, the Academy has had a 100% college placement rate. Academy students regularly achieve scores higher than state and national averages on standardized tests. Located in Farshannock Hall, JFWA, classrooms are state-of-the-art and equipped with advanced learning technology. The school offers a tiered tuition structure with inclusive rates that include a buffet-style meal and tablets as supplemental learning tools for each student. The rates vary by grade level. Each student can also earn up to 30 hours of college credit prior to graduation with no additional fees. For more information or to arrange a tour, you can contact Mr. Chris Campbell at 423-869-6452. The Society of Civil War Historians and Watson Brown Foundation have awarded Lincoln Memorial University professor Earl J. Hess the Tom Watson Brown Book Award for his latest book, Civil War Infantry Tactics, published by LSU Press. The award will be presented at the Southern Historical Association annual meeting at the Trade Winds Island Resort in St. Petersburg, Florida, coming November. Drawing on the drill manuals available to officers and a close reading of battle reports, Civil War infantry tactics demonstrates that linear tactics provided the best formations and maneuvers to use with a single-shot musket, weather rifle, or smoothbore. Hess has 21 published books, 18 on Civil War topics, and 32 articles. His Civil War work mostly focuses on military history with non-campaign battle studies. Hess has served on LMU's faculty for 27 years. He has taught at a number of institutions, including the University of Georgia, Texas Tech University, and University of Arkansas. He was also nominated for a Pulitzer Prize in 2002. The Claiborne County School Board has denied for the second time an application for charter school status submitted by Lincoln Memorial University on behalf of J. Frank White Academy. In its summary, the school district lists points of concern, the chief being that the academy does not qualify under Tennessee codes annotated because of its current status by the Tennessee Department of Education as a private school. The academy, as an existing private school, is not able to convert to public charter school status under state law, according to the denial summary. The second school board concern has to do with transportation needs for all prospective students. According to the summary, LMU has apparently concluded that the proposed charter school mission statement is achievable with or without transportation. Lincoln Memorial University believes parents and guardians in Claiborne County want to provide their children and loved ones with high-quality educational opportunities that match their interests and passions. We believe parents and guardians, with or without transportation, with students zoned to Claiborne County schools, will make the necessary effort to transport their children to public K-12 charter school if our STEAM-focused curriculum matches their individual interest, reads LMU's response to the concern. The third concern deals with an apparent lack of documentation by LMU that would prove the charter school founding team followed all directives on a checklist provided by the Tennessee Department of Education. During its June meeting, the school board gave the academy a preliminary thumbs down on its first go-around for charter school status. Academic scoring was listed as the third reason for denying the application. The battle over this issue is likely to continue for an undetermined length of time as LMU and the school system goes through additional reviews and appeals. Final determination on this matter is in the hands of the Tennessee Board of Education. Coming up after the break, we've got a special health tip for you and your family. To find out what that is, keep it right here on LMU Community TV News.
College. It can seem a million miles away. But what if you could get help with your tuition expenses? Get help filling out all those applications and finding a major that fits. All of a sudden, the impossible becomes possible. Visit collegefortn.org today. College. You can get there from here.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science. After that, I'm going to get my law degree. Then I'm going to come back to Detroit, boost the economy, become the mayor or something, try to make the situation better for other people. I feel like I owe it to the city. I'm determined. It's going to happen. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
Here from the Buss College of Osteopathic Medicine Physician Assistant Program is Melissa Day with this week's health tip.
So today our discussion is going to be kind of a follow-up from last week in regards to nutrition and physical activity. More specifically for students, especially freshmen. We've all heard of the freshman 15, and that's something that really does happen for many reasons, but the most common underlying cause is stress. So it's, you know, the transition alone from secondary school to higher education is very stressful, and then you add in the intensity of the programs and the expectations to excel, and well, most people tend to neglect their health. They tend to put their health on the lower end of their priority list. So it's very vital that students not fall into this trap because for obvious health reasons, but then also for their academic success. So studies have shown a direct correlation between good nutrition and physical activity and academic achievement. Evidence has shown that eating breakfast is associated with improved grades and standardized test scores and improved cognitive performance. So things like alertness, attention, memory, processing, and problem solving. And then the same goes with hunger. If you're not eating consistently at regular intervals, if you're skipping meals, we all know that hunger during a test or during class, it really makes it hard for us to focus on the task at hand. And then lack of proper nutrients has also been associated with lower grades. So making sure that you're getting the right amount of fats, the right amount of protein, the right kind of protein, lean meats, and then the right amount of carbs, so fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. And then, of course, physical activity. The last time we spoke, we discussed that physiologically, when we exercise, endorphins are released. And when those endorphins are released, it decreases our stress hormones. We all know that when we're less stressed, things tend to improve after that. And again, the evidence is proven. The evidence has shown a link between physical activity, better grades, school attendance, better cognitive performance, and better classroom behaviors. So with all this being said, you know, it's really important for students to make sure that they're putting their health at the top of their priority list. Because if you're not taking care of yourself first, it's very hard to do the things that you need to do in order to obtain that level of academic success that's needed.
Be sure to join us next week for another health tip from the Physician Assistant Program from the Buss College of Osteopathic Medicine. Lincoln Memorial University's Women of Service will present its annual Service, Suites, and Style for Scholarships fashion show at 6 o'clock tonight in Tex Turner Arena. The fundraiser will feature fall fashions from Lily Pulitzer, Silk Purse, Janice Ann's, Belk, Signature, Talbot's, Crater City Boutique, and Cato. Models will be members of the Women of Service organization, LMU faculty, staff, and students, and also community members. Additionally, vendors will be selling clothing, jewelry, 31, Pampered Chef, Nerium, crafts, and more. A dessert buffet is included in the ticket price of $20, and a reduced student child's ticket is available for $10. Lynn Duncan will be honored with the Woman of Service Award during the event. The award was created to recognize exemplary women who are making a difference in their communities that LMU serves. Tickets may be purchased at the door, or you can call 423-869-6353. All proceeds support the Women of Services initiative to provide scholarships and other opportunities for students. A Campbell County judge was suspended last Wednesday after being indicted on counts of official misconduct. General Sessions Judge Amanda Sammons faces 4 counts of official misconduct after investigators say she intentionally tried to harm 3 women. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation launched the investigation during the course, and agents developed information that from September 2014 to January of 2015, Sammons made rulings that exceeded her official power as General Sessions Judge. Sammons is on interim suspension and will not be able to preside over a court, issue warrants, or any other judicial duty until the Tennessee Board of Judicial Conduct says otherwise. Sammons turned herself into the Campbell County Jail and was released. She was scheduled to be in court Thursday, August 18th for her arraignment. Well, coming up after the break, Adam Haley has sports updates from around campus and throughout the community, so keep it right here on LMU Community TV News.
This is why you get by on 4 hours sleep. Why you took a second job. This is why you taught yourself how to fix the plumbing and spend hours juggling the bills. This is why you'll do whatever it takes to keep your home. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying the mortgage easier. Now more options are available. Call 888-995-HOPE to talk one-on-one with a housing expert today.
It's me, Artie. Come see what I collected from the Creative Galaxy in my idea box.
Transform your world.
Will you help me make art?
Each one of our journeys keeps us before you throw it away.
Hey, I have an idea.
Think outside the box.
We'll never get older. Each one Go be amazing!
Give your cardboard box another life. Recycle.
I'm Anne. I'm a scientist.
Recycling takes a team.
Why don't you let me and me help you out?
Everyone plays a part. Don't trash
I love taking stuff apart and building new things out of it.
what could be treasure.
Pal's my most advanced android. This is awesome. You haven't seen anything yet.
Give your cardboard box another life. Recycle.
Welcome back. The 2016 high school football season is now here, and before we go through the list of opening week games, we need to preview the two county teams, and we'll start with the Claiborne Bulldogs.
The 2016 season at Claiborne High School brings with another new change, as for the third time in as many years, there will be a different coach on the sideline. Nathan Medlin was named as the new head coach in May, and while it's been a short turnaround, he will tell you that the team is going to be ready.
We're excited to get going. We feel like we've been at this for a long time this summer. We've had a great spring, great summer. We've got our numbers up, so we're excited to see everybody get playing. I feel like we are on the right track. We still have a long way to go as far as work, and I don't think any coach is ever satisfied, but we got a long way to go. We're excited to get started.
This is the first head coaching job for Nathan, and he was quick to tell us it's not all X's and O's.
I did not know there was as much paperwork involved as what there are. I feel like some days the last thing I do is remember to coach football, but no, it's been a dream come true. I've been very blessed to be given this opportunity. It's very nerve-wracking. Pressure is on you, and like I said, you know, coaching football right now is about even with some of the physicals and paperwork and small things.
This Claiborne Bulldog team has some playmakers on both sides of the ball, but that's not exactly their strength.
Strength of our team will probably be our offensive defensive line. We've got some very strong, pretty good-sized kids that are playing for us.
While the offseason was filled with questions, the start of the season should not. This Claiborne team is ready to build off of last year, and they will need the community support.
Well, I hope that they've seen a little bit of what our kids are right now. We've got a great group of young men that's wanting to represent Claiborne County. I hope that the way that we carry ourselves on and off the field is a good representation of what we're about. You know, we'd love to have everybody come out and catch a game this Friday night, or a Friday night this year. Just excited to get going.
Claiborne opens the season on August 26th at Union County. Reporting for LMU Community TV News, I'm Brandon Burke.
The slate of games this week starts off with a big one, Bell County at Middlesboro. The Bobcats will start the Amos McCreary era with their cross-county rivals as they'll look to build on their 10-3 season from last year. Middlesboro will be looking to snap a 5-game losing streak that dates back to last season and win their 3rd game over Bell County in the last 4 years. Other games include Campbell County at Gibbs. Former LMU cross-country coach Brandon Gibbs will make his head coaching debut on the road as Hancock County will travel to Jellicoe. Hazard will be in Pineville to face the Mountain Lions, and Pineville will be looking to build off their 7-4 record from last year. And finally, Union County will travel to Rutledge to face the Granger Grizzlies. This game will have a lot of eyes on it, as it was announced on Wednesday that Union County head coach Robert Conway was relieved of his duties as head football coach. Conway was hired to replace Tommy Ruiz back in May and was only the coach for 79 days. Former middle school head coach and current physical education teacher Chris Robbins was named the interim head coach, with current AD and boys basketball coach Shane Brown, girls basketball coach Roger Murphy, former Patriots baseball coach Drew Richardson, and assistant principal Nathan Wade joining the staff to help. Union County will be looking to snap a 16-game losing streak to start the season. The 2016 Olympic Games are in their home stretch in Rio, and as of Thursday morning, the United States led the medal standings with 93 total medals. Great Britain was in second with 51, and China was in third with 54. The United States has 16 gold medals in swimming, 5 in track and field, and 4 in gymnastics. Events this weekend will include men's and women's badminton, women's taekwondo, and women's rhythmic gymnastics, just to name a few. To keep up with the Olympics, you can watch on the many different NBC affiliate stations, and we'll update you on the standings next week. Week 2 of the NFL preseason schedule will start on Thursday night. One of the first games on Thursday will see the Cincinnati Bengals travel to Detroit to face the Lions. Also Thursday night, the Atlanta Falcons will travel north to face the Cleveland Browns, and on Saturday, the Tennessee Titans will play host to the Carolina Panthers. The Titans and Panthers will kick off at 3 p.m. The Tennessee Smokies are at home this weekend for a series with the Jacksonville Suns. The series got started on Wednesday night with a 5-1 win for Jacksonville. Thursday's night game will start at 7:05 p.m. and it's Chris Farley Tribute Night. Friday night, bring your paintbrushes and canvases, as it'll be Bob Ross Arts and Crafts Night. The game will start at 7:05. And Saturday night, the first 1,500 fans will receive a Butch Jones bobblehead. For more information about the Smokies, you can log on to SmokiesBaseball.com. And finally, once again, we're running classic high school football games as a countdown toward the beginning of the 2016 season. Thursday night, we are running the 2008 Chucky Doak at Claiborne game at 6 p.m. On Saturday, the 2013 Granger at Claiborne game will run at 1 p.m., with the 2007 Oneida at Cumberland Gap game running at 6 p.m. All these games will air on LMU Community TV. That's all for sports this weekend, but stay tuned. More LMU Community TV news after this.
It's not always easy being a dad.
Do you have panda asthma too? Does that run in the family? This is the home of the most priceless kung fu artifacts.
But when you make an effort...
Dad, we're not supposed to touch anything.
Oh, sorry.
Go long, son!
It's always worth it.
Whoa! Faster!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
I am gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you're beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. The whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
That's
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Hello, I'm Joseph Lewis, bringing you all the latest information in the world of movies. Coming to theaters this weekend is Ben-Hur, Paramount's reimagining of the classic Lew Wallace story, which has a long history of being adapted in Hollywood, from silent versions in 1907 and 1925 to the award-winning William Wyler epic from 1959, which starred Charlton Heston. Here, Boardwalk Empire's Jack Huston takes the lead as Judah Ben-Hur, the Jewish prince falsely accused of treason by his former childhood friend and current Roman tribune, Messala, played by Dawn of the Planet of the Apes' Toby Kebbell. Thrust into life as a slave, Judah is left with no choice but to challenge Roman authority publicly in the form of a dangerous, high-stakes chariot race. Morgan Freeman co-stars as Judah's mentor, while 300's Rodrigo Santoro fills the crucial role of Jesus Christ. Timur Bekmambetov, whose past work includes Wanted and Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, directs the film. Also new to theaters this week is War Dogs, a biographical comedy with a satirical bent from The Hangover and Due Date filmmaker Todd Phillips. Based on Guy Lawson's Rolling Stone article entitled Arms and the Dudes, the film stars Miles Teller and Jonah Hill as two young up-and-coming arms dealers who land a contract with the U.S. government to supply weapons for troops stationed in Afghanistan. Stephen Shin and Jason Smilovic co-wrote the screenplay with director Phillips, and his frequent collaborator Bradley Cooper co-stars. Lastly for this week is Kubo and the Two Strings, the latest stop-motion fantasy from Laika Entertainment, the studio previously responsible for Coraline, Paranorman, and The Box Trolls. Helmed by animator and first-time director Travis Knight, the film tells the story of a young boy named Kubo, whose routine of caring for his sick mother is upended when an ancient spirit on a quest for vengeance comes to call. The voice cast is led by Game of Thrones' Art Parkinson as Kubo, working alongside Charlize Theron, Ray Fine, Rooney Mara, George Takei, and Matthew McConaughey. Ben-Hur, War Dogs, and Kubo and the Two Strings can all be seen in theaters nationwide starting this Friday, August 19th, and as always, be sure to check your local listings for special Thursday night screenings in the area. That's all for today in the world of movies. I'm Joseph Lewis.
I'm Tyler Rowlett of 91.3 WLMU and LMU Community TV, and here's your concert calendar for the week of August 18th, 2016. Coming August 19th to the Tennessee Theater in Knoxville is Humphreys McGee. The band became modern jam icons and rose to fame during an era after the band Fish went on hiatus. During this time, many fans who had followed Fish around for years were currently searching for a new home, and they found one in Humphreys. The band is known for long improvisational jams and live mashups of cover songs. Expect a long and unique show. For more information on this event, you can visit TennesseeTheater.com. Coming August 21st to the Bijou Theater is Hardworking Americans. They're a supergroup featuring singer-songwriter Todd Snyder, Dave Schools and Dwayne Trucks of Widespread Panic, and Neil Casal of Chris Robinson Brotherhood. Todd Snyder said that he'd always admired jam music and wanted to play it, so this band is his opportunity to live out that dream. For more information on this event, you can visit knoxbijou.com. I'm Tyler Rowlett of 91.3 WLMU and LMU Community TV, and that's your concert calendar for this week.
And that is going to do it for this week's LMU Community TV News. Thank you for joining us today. We will see you on Monday. For everyone here at LMU Community TV, I'm Ashley Collingsworth.